Good afternoon, family. I'm coming back before you again this Tuesday evening, September the 26th, 2023. And I have a short word from Father God, some things that He's concerned of because we have concerns. And I also have some things as I contemplated the short word that He gave, just sitting with Him and contemplating what He means and what He's saying. Then I have a few other things to bring along with that. But let's go ahead and jump into this and get started, that I don't be on here very long. Father God said, He says, all is well, my child. I would like you to consider this. Many people do not understand because of lack of commitment or communications. I'm not slow to deliver. I will do what I have spoken. Many people must continue to seek my face on behalf of what I have spoken in order for its release. The warfare over many things being delivered are held up. The breakthrough of many areas come from prayer and the release of prayers. Many are not receiving because of lack of commitment. I ask of one thing from them, that's honor. Honor me in all they do. And so as I contemplated what Father God said, it took me into a few verses about how we have to, in waiting on Father God, there's something that we need to do in order for preparation. He has the plan, and He brings the plan to us, and we prepare the plan. Proverbs 16:3, commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16:9, the heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. You know, this biblical truth, God does the planning, we do the preparing. This is our problem. We are too quick to plan for God, and then the preparations fall apart. We always hit a ditch, a wall, or something always happens because He is the planner, and we do the preparations after He gives us the plan. The rule of preparation, effective performance through painstaking. Performance, this is the mark of a serious person about our Father's business, and it is in painstaking. Through painstaking, painstaking, painstaking. What does what does painstaking mean? Great care and thoroughness. You know, there's 4 things that I want to share about painstaking. It is careful in listening to God, to Father God. It's meticulous in the information from Yahweh. Attentive in all details, demanding ourselves to stay focused. As Most High is preparing many of us for stewardship and for different positions in different areas of need, He wants to qualify us as overseers in all of these different areas. And in His qualifying us, there's many things that we have to be doing. And one of them, and many of them, is staying before Him in painstaking. In that word, in that what that means. In the Strong's Concordance Bible definition of the word prepare, to be firm, to be stable, to be established, be ready. In other words, we need to stand firm in our trusting Most High, to be stable in our commitment as we wait. And it's not just sitting around if we have jobs, working every day, coming home, and we have a 20-minute prayer. What God is qualifying us through is commitment and obedience to commitment. And what He's calling us to do is to labor before, there's dogs outside barking, you guys. Labor before us in prayer as we are preparing ourselves for his planning. The things that he's bringing to us, we have to focus on. And I'm talking about a deep focus. If he's called me into agriculture, first I need to learn what agriculture is. And then he, off of that, he said that the agriculture that he's bringing me into, he's connecting it to market space. Now, there's already going to be a place because he spoke to me about commercial property. But market space is e-commerce, a whole nother ball game all in itself. For me to be able to do any of these things, there's going to take my part in studying and preparing myself for these things, that I'm successful in agriculture and in market space. Whatever he's calling you to do, our timing right now is to prepare. We are to prepare ourselves for whatever that assignment is. Not to be complaining, because I have also. So this word is definitely for me as well. But we are to prepare ourselves for these different assignments. When Father God spoke a month ago, he said that I'm preparing many of my people to put them in position in a place of need. It's where we will be needed in these end times. Needed during this time of storing and building. We have, and I've been talking about that in many other prophets. I do believe that we now have, we're stepping into our 6th year of building and preparing. He's called many of us stewards. He's placed it in our hands much as far as the wealth transfer. That we build the things that needs to be built, store the things that need to be stored, prepare the things that needs to be prepared for these next 7 years that we have of preparation. For the 7 after that, a very difficult hardship, famine type times. And so right now, instead of us complaining, and I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to me, complaining because we're ready to move. I'm ready to do this. I'm so tired of being here. When is this going to happen? And I need to prepare, pay attention to detail, be meticulous at detail and how I'm going to foster these chickens and harvest the eggs and harvest the chicken itself and milk the cow. All of these things I'm going to need to know specifics about how to do, what that looks like. And I'm just coming on to encourage us in this thing as we're waiting for those doors to open, as we're waiting for Father God to put us into position in the places where we will be needed. As we are, he's already called us who we are. We're storekeepers. We're reformers. We're and I can't think of the other one. We're reformers. We're forerunners. We are foreseers, speaking what we see and declaring and decreeing what Father God shows us. We are all of those things. We're teachers. We're all of those things as the extension gifts into the bride. But it is time for us to settle ourselves down, get a little patience, and in our waiting, prepare. There's so much to prepare for. And each and every one of us around the world has a different preparation. And what does that look like for us? If you are building homes for those that are fostering out of foster care, that's preparation. There's a lot to know and a lot to do in just that. If you are one that's storing up water supplies, there's a lot to do in storing up water supplies. There's whatever that is where he's calling you to. We need to be preparing for that, studying, laboring before Father God in prayer, that we don't miss anything. I know this thing, agriculture is bigger than I could imagine. I never farmed chickens, let alone milked a cow. But these are things I'm looking to do. I think it will be exciting, but I haven't done it personally. I have been raised around farms, but I never milked a cow. So, what I'm saying to you is this: wherever you are around this globe, be in preparation. Let's slow down and wait on Father God. He has everything else done. We need to prepare for what He has. We need to prepare for what He has done, to where when He brings it to us, we're able to step right on into it and make it happen. And as we join hands around the world in these end times to help and aid one another, we'll do it successfully. And so until the next video, have a great and awesome Tuesday. Thank you, family. Like, share, and subscribe.